That's good, because I was worried there for a minute that I might be something else. It's not quite live, but not quite dead. I'm tired. I need some. So we woke up this morning on time, despite the time change, and I had to get to church a little bit earlier than I've been the last couple of weeks. Not as early as I had to when I was leading worship every Sunday, but I agreed to bring the snacks. Hi, Kitty. You can't have chocolate. And so my way of doing it was to ask a friend of ours to make a bunch of Haitian pad thai, which is like a little meat dinger-bobber. Johnny Depp Curtis is with us. Hi, Johnny Depp Curtis. How are you? I'm eating chocolate. And if you're wondering why, it's because I can. This is delicious, by the way. So yeah, woke up and went outside and there was a flat tire on the car. So we're like, oh, take the van. So we took the van. And then we've been dealing with that. And then waited forever at Walmart because it's right down the road and one of few places that is actually open right now that takes care of tires. And you look really concerned, Kitty. You okay? She's looking at me through the ring light. And yeah, so I think the ring light is darkening these glasses. These are what do they call it? Progressive lenses. So I got my new camera on. It seems to give me a tan. I'm not normally this orange, so I'm gonna have to see if there's settings. Hi, Peanut. How are you? Can I have kisses? Ooh, you cute. So she's gonna make an appearance, probably a few of them. Cinda Miller. Hi, Cinda Miller. How are you? This is Peanut. Come here, Peanut. She's feeling much better after her surgery. It took her like a couple of hours, and then she was like running around, and they're like, don't let her run around. And I'm like, how do you make a cat not run around? You literally have to keep her caged up, and I'm not going to do that because she would be miserable. So she's fine. I've been watching her wound, and it's healing fine. She's not messing with her or anything, but her and Rainbow are having a great fun. Anyway, so yeah, these are transition lenses, and they're really nice because I can go in a store and they lighten up, and then I go outside and they darken up. But they're kind of at this weird mid place because I got my ring light on. Let me turn it off and see if they lighten up a little bit. The camera makes me a little orange. So I look like an Oompa Loompa. But it's much more clear, which means you can also see all my flaws and whatnot, but it's going to make it a lot nicer when I do looks. You'll be able to see those better. I'm going to turn the ring light on for a second so you can kind of see what's going on with my face. Oh yeah, I do definitely look orange because I'm looking at my computer here with YouTube. And then over here is, she's looking out the window. Over here is IG with my phone. And I'm like orange here. I look like fake and bake here. No, not. I look like I overdid it with the self-tanner here. And here I just look like a regular coming out of winter pasty girl. So, you know. Anyway, Miss Charlie's here. Hi, Miss Charlie. How are you? How do you like my new glasses? They're transition lenses, so they're kind of in that midway. And I said I was going to turn the ring light off so that they could turn back, and then they didn't. Anyway, because I turned it back on. So what do I have on right now? Well, I'm glad you asked. You didn't actually ask. But these are from Zenni. I will be showing you my Zenni haul. But I'm digging these. They're so cute. I think they're so cute. If you don't think they're so cute, that's okay. My eye look, I will talk to you about that shortly. How does the quality look compared to the way that it did with the other camera or the other phone, Miss Charlie? You'll be the expert on that because you've been on that side of it. So, but yeah, you can see, my imperfections a little bit more. The higher quality phone you get, the more the real skin shows through. But it's okay. I'm happy with my skin. Dress I got from Walmart. It's got pockets in it. It's super cute. It's just this all the way down to the knees, basically. And then I got this belt. Can you see that? And it's a reversible double grommet belt. So it's black on one side and white on the other, which I thought would be kind of cute. I think spring, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Literally, it's like spring waited for daylight savings time. And then it's like, oh, I will show up today. Even though this isn't the first day of spring, but just the daylight savings time. So now it's a beautiful day outside. And this whole like next couple weeks is going to be just denim jacket that I've had for a long time. In fact, I've had this so long. Where's the, on the shoulder, I was taking cats. I had gotten a whole bunch of cats from the countryside. Like people were like, please find home for these kittens. So I ended up with, I think it was 14 kittens. They were from several different litters. And I just happened to like, okay, I'm going to take them all at once, you know, adorable. And I put them on Craigslist back when you could do that. I don't know if you can do that anymore, and did like a modest rehoming fee, like $20 or something like that, just to make sure that they weren't being, you know, I mean, $20 is nothing. But anyway, and then I had a couple that I asked my friend, I'm like, you want to take some kittens, please? And he was like, okay, give me the prettiest two. And I was like, well, he said, give me the prettiest one, but they were sisters. And I said, you have to take them both. And he said, okay. So I brought him, and the cat like scratched up the top of my jacket. And that was years ago. But that's how long oh, here it is. That's how long I've had this. There's like little, you probably can't see it, but my phone quality is all right. I'm looking to get a new one. This is a, excuse me as I look at the back of it, Motorola. I had to remember because, and we just got this from the Cricket store because that's the service we have currently. But I may be changing that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The earrings are from Shop Miss A, because, you know, I got a whole bunch of stuff. The hair sticking out is just, you know, my fabulousness. Just because, you know, we can. Because we can. I did some more little trimmy sort of thing, and cut off some of the driest parts of the ends. So it should be a little bit happier. I'm kind of leaving it alone for a while. And then we'll see what to do. I kind of want to put some silver streaks in it because I'm liking the gray coming in, and I want more gray to match it. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm a little scared of the adding gray because I feel like that's something I can mess up. Has anybody added gray to your hair? Is it hard? I mean, dark hair. I mean, how much am I going to have to bleach it? I did get bleach that I showed you guys a week ago or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so this is, oh, by the way, I've got these nails on. I showed you these from the Impress brand that I'd gotten, and there's like a little tie-dyed one, but then I made a mistake and I put the, like, these size, like the smaller sizes on, and then I was going to put it on this one, and it didn't have anything that was that size. But it's got these like cute little like purple and yellowish sort of tie-dye. Let me see. This camera is usually better, but it wants to focus on me. Focus on this. Okay. It's thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, they're super cute, but oh, and then I brought this over here just so you could see your trick for spring. If you want to update your wardrobe, match your nails to your bag, and you can get by with just about anything. Or match your glasses to your dress. How cute is that? There was one of the ladies at the church that I was working with in the kitchen when I brought the pad thai and stuff. And she was wearing a striped dress too. And I was like, ooh, a black and white striped dress. I was like, oh, it's like we're 20. My husband and I were 20 today too. So that was pretty cute. He'll pop in here in a little bit. So, on my eyes, this is the last day of 3. Now, this is the second time I have used this palette, and I felt like it was time for me to give it a go again. I will tell you, the first time that I used the palette, I was like, I feel like it's overrated, but that also might just be the fact that I feel like I am outmatched by the palette. I think I was correct on that to a certain point. So here's the look. Any guesses as to the palette? Do you know this palette? Anybody? What's the Bueller? All right. Oh yeah, looking to get a new phone. I'll take this off just so you can kind of look at this when I'm showing you the palette. Here's the palette. All right, so you know I have mixed feelings about the author and designer, partial designer, but the one this is a tribute to, I love the brand. I think the brand is fantastic. First of all, quality. The mattes are so silky smooth. They're just beautiful. They're just like slick, and I mean, they're beautiful. When you put your fingers on them, they're just, I mean, it's great texture. Really, really, really beautiful mats. Now, I I had to put this on because Eldo, I don't know how to say your name. Hi, welcome. Eldo. I'm gonna call you Eldo until you tell me what to call you. So right now, hi Eldo, welcome to our party. Anyway, so the mats are really, really, really super silky. Love that. You guys know that if you have it. If you don't have it, I'll let you know anyhow. The shimmers are beautiful. And part of my problem last time is that I was looking at them as wanting to compare them to like Juvia's Place type shimmers, which are very opaque. These are not opaque. The most opaque one is this right here, this teal. And then this one, Nebula, is a little bit opaque. You're going to hear Pup and Kitty, you know, tussling around and stuff because that's what they do now all the time. So they're going to have fun. And you can see this is the lighting, or the coloring of my new phone is making this even more brilliant, which is pretty, but it's not quite that bright IRL. So I was trying to figure out as I was looking, and I literally sat here and I stared at it, and I talked to myself because that's what I do for a long time, and I was like, what is the problem that I have with this palette? Because the mats are beautiful. I end up with pretty looks that I really like, but I have trouble with it, and I think I figured it out. You have this row, you have this row, and you have this row. Clearly, all right, stating the obvious. To me, it was almost as if they planned one palette, two palettes, and three palettes to be three completely separate, different palettes. And the issue is not this or this. The issue is this middle row, which is interesting because this is the most purple row. But these three mats, I'm going to swatch them on my fingers. This is not a brown. This is a grayish, like almost mauve-y sort of tan, but it's definitely, when I put it on my, like, that's definitely mauve, right? So it swatches, it looks like it's going to be brown, or it's going to be like a grayish sort of thing. It's not, it's purple. So it definitely has a mauve tone. And then you got this one and you got this one. So basically this is a purple row. It should be my dream come true. It is, except these colors don't work with anything else in the palette. Not really. They make everything else look muddy. So if I'm going to mix those with, I'm just going to kind of look at, the navy. These colors are beautiful. This color, I mean, I love the colors by themselves, but like to darken them up, I can't really combine any of these colors with this color or this color because which are the bright mattes, because they're gonna they make them look muddy. And I don't know what I feel like this whole middle row is out of place unless you use the middle row by itself, or you use the middle row with this, or this. I don't feel like you can use the middle row with this one, or this one, or this one. There's something weird about it, and I feel like it would have been better off. I think this deeper one is a good one to have, but I think that it could have been, one of them could have been maybe a little bit brighter, or there could have been a true gray. A gray would have been beautiful in here, or another black, or or black, or something like that. I wish there was a black, because honestly, these deep colors don't get deep enough for me. I actually, when I put the green on here, I deepened it up with a navy, because the green the dark green just doesn't get deep enough for what I wanted. Sophisticated Curves is with us. Hi, Sophisticated Curves. We're looking at the Kaleidos Anyala Kanikvist Club Nebula palette, which is what's on my eyes, as well as these Zenni glasses. So I'll take those off so it's not blocking you. Yeah, the shimmers are great, but they're very translucent, and one thing that is really great is they're transformative. So they're basically, you put any of these shimmers over the top of any of these mats and it's going to change the look altogether. So that's a great thing. But yeah, I think this is what really gets me about this palette. There's two things that get me. That whole middle row is just, why? It's not cohesive with the rest. especially that bottom row. I think it can match a little bit better with the top row because they are cool tone. But that bottom row, it just like there could have been a yellow in there. There could have been. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways. They could have done like a grungy yellow or um, any number of or like I said, a gray or something like that. That would have been more, or like a chocolate brown. That would have been something. I feel like a chocolate brown would have worked with any of this and kind of help to deepen it up and whatnot. So Sonia, hi Sonia, how are you? We're talking about the Club Nebula, which is on my eyes, and my issues with it because I'm not a fangirl with it. I love the palette. I think it's beautiful. And this is the thing. If it had not been so overhyped, I think it was overhyped, I would just be like, this is a great palette. But because people were like, oh my goodness, this is the second coming of Jesus Christ in a palette form, I'm like, let's be honest, guys. It's a good palette. It's a very good palette. The quality is stupendous. So I have no issues with that. It's the color story that I'm just like, really? Really? I mean, it's great. Each row is great. The shimmers are fantastic. I love all the brights, but it's that middle row, and I love that middle row by itself. It's just weird together. But yeah, my other thing is that it was just so overhyped. And had it not been overhyped, I think people would have been able to make a better assessment. It was interesting because I heard Teresa's dad and some other people finally start to confess things about this palette, given the new palette that Angelica just did with Odin's Eye. And they're like, oh, I think this one's better than the Club Nebula one because of this, that's this. Which is so funny because I'm like, you weren't saying this when Club Nebula came out. You guys were like, oh my goodness, this is the best in the world. This is so great. This is so what. I mean, Teresa's dad, I think she's always upfront and honest. She'll just give her honest opinion. I love her for that. I love her for several reasons, but that's one of the reasons. So anyway, yeah, I definitely the looks that I've done now, I feel much more comfortable with it, and I feel like now that I've discovered what the issue is with the palette, I think I can make it work better. All right, so if you feel like you're in an earthquake, it's because Rainbow's running back and forth and shaking and doing all of the things that my happy doggy does because mommy's home and she's gonna play with kitty cat. So I wonder what she does when I'm not here. Does she just sit there and mope? I don't know. I had a coupon from CVS. I look at those sometimes and then I look at the different prices because if you compare the CVS price with the Walmart price, it's always cheaper at Walmart. Even if you get it on sale at CVS, you're oftentimes going to pay less money at Walmart. And also our CVS doesn't have that much good stuff. So, yeah, Teresa's fantastic. 1 hour sport. Oh, I think my husband just said he's going to go he said 1 hour sport. I think he's going to go to the gym. I think that's what that means. I'm not sure. Sometimes the language, the communication, usually he says it differently. So I'm like, I assume that means he's going to the gym because he would usually just say, I'm going to the gym for an hour. Anyway, so I had $3 off a $10 item or one item for $10 or something like that. It's hard to find something at CVS that's $10 or more. But I did find this CoverGirl Outlast All Day Lip Color. And I was curious about this because there are a few of these. I know Maybelline has a version of it. Other ones have where they have like super long lasting, but maybe sticky. This one I didn't find sticky. I used it last night. Like liquid lip and then something to put over the top of it. Now this one annoys me because it comes in 2 tubes. How are you going to not lose one of these? Oh, now he said Jim. So I'm giving him a like so that he knows I saw his message. So anyway, this is the color. It's not as pink as it looks. It's more of a mauve. I got to figure out how to change my settings. Make me look so orange. If anybody knows about that, you can help me. Let me know. Foxy Blue Beauty is with us. Hi, Foxy Blue Beauty. I love your profile picture. That's so cute. So fun. I like the red lips. I can't rock them as well as you can, but they're cute. So anyway, it's a cute color. Like I said, it's more of a mauve in what we're seeing in real life. And then it comes with a balm. So this was like hard to get off. So I was like, am I pulling this off right? It's just like a, kind of clear balm that goes over the top. I put this on last night and for scientific purposes, I left it on last night and it was still looking pretty good this morning. But then I took it off. So yeah, that was my test to make sure that it actually lasted. And I was like, oh, it actually did. So, lasted overnight. Has anybody else tried this? I feel like CoverGirl is just not getting any press lately. Nobody's talking about CoverGirl. But I got $3 off on it, so I figured why not try it. I like to sometimes just go in there and be like, all right, what don't I know? What looks like something that maybe I should try, because maybe it could be a gem, a hidden gem. What are we doing? She's trying to get into the bag of bags that I used to clean out her box, because they were just kind of in a pile back here. I just like tossed them back there, and then she like made a nest, but then she was losing things in them. Like she would dump out her food into it. So I was like, okay, I got to clean all that up. So I cleaned all that up, and now they're in a bag. And now she wants to go in the bag to sleep in the bag. Hi, Razaki. Razaki, is that it? Welcome. You have not tried the Outlast lip color. Oh, I have not tried the Outlast lip colors in years. Yeah. So I don't know if it's like a new formula or anything. What did you think about them when you tried them years ago? Because that's the thing with, I feel like CoverGirl hasn't really come out with anything new. They just have kind of good standard products that have been around for a while, but it's not like anything super mind blowing. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, I probably am. So, okay. What do we got? What do we want to go through? Let's go through. Let's start with my. Well, we won't start with the Walmart box, but I will get to that in just a second. I'm going to show you the stuff I picked up this week. I have a few things coming. They don't come off. Yeah, they really don't. Okay, so oil. Just use oil. That's basically what you got to do. And I actually just put like oil on my lips this morning because I mean it stayed. And then I took a shower, and it wasn't uncomfortable or anything. I mean, it felt slightly drying on the edges like it does, but then then it was fine. So this morning I just put oil on my lips, took a shower, rubbed them, and it kind of crumbled off, and then I just wiped it off. So my Walmart box just arrived this week. So I'll show you what I got. And if you don't want to have your surprise ruined, because chances are we'll get at least some of the same things, then you can plug your ears or mute me or something like that. But don't leave me. Don't leave me, Miss Charlie. I can't do this without you. Okay, so I went to Marshall's TJ Maxx. I went to the big one, like their main, what do they call it? Their hub. It's not their hub, but like the main store in the area. Hoping I'd get some BH palettes. The only one I found was this, the Aquamarine for March. I wonder if they'll release the other ones into those stores as we were going. Anyway, super cute palette. Not mind-blowing. That red is a little bit, interesting. But I don't mind it. It's yeah, I just wanted to pick it up and my last homage to BH until they turn into something else or not. Lily Mama 4 is with us. Hi, Lily Mama 4. How are you doing? Do you know this palette? Did I spend my money correctly? I think I paid $4 and maybe $4 and change for this. So that was at TJ Maxx. So I really wanted to get the Candy Shop series, whatever, but I won't leave. I'm getting ready to blow dry my hair and curl it. I have all 12 of those pellets. I did a ranking video on them. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people get them, and I thought they were cute. My thing is I don't love small palettes, and I don't necessarily like to wear the same color story every day, which is why I like bigger palettes. But I don't mind this as much because you do have some variety. So that red lets you go in a completely different direction. And then you could do a very neutral look. And yeah, so I mean, I think there's enough variety in there that it makes life interesting. I haven't swatched it or anything yet, but there we go. And then I picked up some other things. Now I actually went to, where did I go? Oh wait, the receipt's in here. So both of the receipts are in here. Nordstrom Rack, because Nordstrom Rack was right by it, and I was like, oh, let me stop in there because I haven't been there. Love palettes with shimmer. Yeah, this is cute. If you like that color blue, it's nice. I'm not a huge blue palette person, but I do love shimmers. So, whatever. So Nordstrom Rack have these earrings. Aren't these cute? They're like little hoops and they're like see-through and purple with gold on the edge. Those are fun and they're so me. I love statement earrings. I'm a big fan of statement earrings. Um, my husband has finished washing the car now. I'm going to give him an oops. I tried to say okay, the automated okay, and it didn't stay. So now he's just going to have to not hear from me. And then he'll be like, she doesn't love me because I sent her a message and she didn't answer. Or maybe she's having an affair. No, he wouldn't think. He doesn't think those things. He used to, and then he was just like, yeah. He accidentally told some of my students at the university in Haiti that I was the first woman he ever knew that he knew he could totally trust. And he's like, but don't tell her that because then she'll change. I didn't. But Shanu 41. Hi, Shanu 41. How's it going? Which one do I have on? Green Pretty. Oh, we talked about that. This is what I've got on. If you like shimmers, this is a great brand for shimmers. Also, Odin's Eye, great brand for shimmers. Also, Sugar Drizzle. Sugar Drizzle is fantastic. I love them. I need more statement earrings. You know, I keep my earrings now in this, the Kaleidos box. But it's pretty much, it's like almost packed. So I need to get a better way to display them so I can just like, okay, these ones, those ones, whatever. I don't know. Maybe something to hang on the back of the closet door or something, but I feel like that would just get caught on something and get ripped off. I don't know. But statement earrings. I was gonna do a video one of these days on how to pull yourself together in 5 minutes. And statement earrings is definitely, spoiler, one of the major, because if you put statement earrings on, you can like look like you got ran over by a garbage truck and you still look ready to go. Okay, maybe not quite, but Anyway, super cute, love them. These were expensive though. For me, these were $13. I really loved them to pay that much because I don't usually pay that much, but I know I'll get use out of them. To match, it's always fun to match. Oops, live video pause. Okay, we're back. This bag, $19.99 at TJ Maxx. I had to look at that. It almost matches my nails, but my nails are actually periwinkle, which actually match the first handbag I showed, but it's close. These are the press-ons, by the way, that I showed, the Impress press-ons from Walmart. So it's got this really thick quilted front, which is just luxe and cute. How cute is that? Jubidon is with us. Hi, Jubidon. Oops, we got more people talking. And let's see. Miss Charlie said, I keep all my Kaleidos products in that box. I found a cute clear plastic storage box at Dollar Tree for all my earrings. I need to go back to Dollar Tree. I was going to go there because I need to get a little tray for my lippies. I think I'm going to, because I need to get through my lippies and just start using them. They don't need to be finished. I just want to make sure I'm using them all. Love my accent. It's so funny to hear. I don't have an accent. I love your accent too, Lily Mama. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure I love your accent because I love accents. Anyway, yeah. I love when people internationally come. Mon Professional, MAUN Professional. Hi, welcome. Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong or if you want me to call you something else, and I'll try to remember. What was you saying? I like you too. Oh, thanks. I like people. I'm a people person. Sometimes I'm a people person, but I'm not a stupid people person. Is that a thing? I don't know. I get annoyed at people, but then I still love them, but I get annoyed at them. But then when I get annoyed at them, I'm just like, and then they're like, oh, she hates me. And then they leave me alone. And I'm like, no, I don't hate you. You're just not doing well at that moment. And I needed to set you straight. Anyway, look how cute that is. I'm loving it. I'm starting to apparently acquire handbags, purses. This is another great way to pull yourself, like, you need to freshen up your wardrobe for spring, because that's a word. You wore all winter, and then this. Oh, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. I would marry you. I'm from Jamaica. Oh, dude. From Jamaica, huh? My husband's from Haiti, so we're neighbors. Won't you be my neighbor? Um, so Jamaica. I have stories about Jamaican men. I have a lot of stories about one Jamaican man in particular, but he might actually come on here one of these days and hear me talking about him, and then he'll be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Whew. Jamaican man. Wow. Okay. Okay. I let's just make it a short story. Long story short, I once loved a Jamaican man. The end. Okay. Anyway, and then the last thing I got, I thought there was more stuff in here. I guess there's not. I didn't spend as much as I thought. Yeah, my husband doesn't like if I marry other men. I don't know why, but he has like a one husband maximum for me. I think he has a one wife's maximum for himself too. I have a wife maximum for him, so we kind of agree on that. So these are from the brand Natasha. This was $7.99, but look how cute these are. I've been doing this hairstyle. I'm going to show you guys real quick. So pulling my hair forward because I've got the bangs, even though you see how messy it is. Oh my goodness. And then kind of letting a little bit, because I cut this a little bit and let a little bit of the hair go in the front. Let's see if we can do this. Yes, we are the best thing in Jamaica. Really? Are you sure? Are you sure you're the best thing? Because my experience tells me otherwise. Um, just saying. I mean, I actually have been more impressed by Haitian men than I have by Jamaican men. Just to be honest, I can't get into here. Oh wait, I can because these are no, I can't. I don't have a knife. Maybe I have one of these guys around here. Anyway, I basically just take my hair like that. I put it up here. I clip it here. I'm going to pretend this hand is a clip. And then then I pop the ponytail back over the back. And then it's like a little messy high ponytail. And it's fun. That's kind of what I've been doing. Jamaica. What part of Jamaica are you from? I used to be obsessed with Jamaica, but partly because I was obsessed with a dude in Jamaica. What part of Jamaica are you from? I've been to a lot of Jamaica. I mean, Jamaica's tiny, so, but I'm very familiar with the Caribbean. Anyway, this is the other one I got. Look how cute that is. Little paisley, shiny, sparkly things. I love it. I love it. So yeah, those are the hair clips I've got. I'm a single man from Jamaica. Any single lady in here that Well, I don't know, Miss Charlie. Are you interested? Miss Charlie's not single, but she, I mean, she might be in the runnings for a backup. Oh, is this how you honestly, is this how you meet women? You come on to our Westmoreland. Okay, yep, I've been to Mobay several times. I'm not familiar with Westmoreland. I'm familiar with Spanish Town and mostly, yeah, Mobay and Ocho Rios and that sort of thing. But mostly Spanish Town and a little bit Kingston. Married to side pieces. Yeah, side pieces are just too much work. It's just a lot of work. So, but hey, keep trying, dude. She's out there somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe she's in Jamaica. Maybe you're going to have a beautiful Jamaican woman and have beautiful Jamaican babies. We shall see. All right, so those are the things I picked up. Now, I wasn't expecting. Hey, what's with the cold wet nose on me, puppy dog? What's with the cold wet nose, my baby girl? Huh? She's just a good girl. She said, "Mommy, you're ignoring me again." And it's nice weather, and I want to go outside. Simo Zin is with us. Hi, Simo Zin. How are you? So we're talking about goodies that arrived. So this is the Walmart box. So Walmart box is what, $7 or something like that a month, and you get some good stuff. Now, I would love to say that I am opening this for the first time in front of you, but I have no self-control. Apparently, I do have self-control, but only when I want to be self-controlled. When I don't want to be self-controlled, I'm not. No girl hurt me too much time. I need a overseas lady. You know what? Foreign guys always say that, but it's true in a way. It is true, honestly, in certain ways. Like I talked to my husband. Like I said, my husband is Haitian. Haitian women can be really difficult. But so can Haitian men and Jamaican men. I don't know you, but I'm just gonna stereotype, okay? A lot of Jamaican men have it coming, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of those Jamaican girls. The thing is, women in general, we want one thing. This is the secret to women. We want to know that we and only we are loved. That's it. That's all we want. It's simple. It's easy. The problem is men can't be faithful. So men make us crazy, and then we hurt men. But we don't hurt men initially. Like we start out sweet and innocent and thinking it's going to be Prince Charming and everything's going to be great and we'll do everything for him and it's all wonderful. And then the man acts stupid and then the girl gets crazy. And that's how relationships fall apart. And it's almost always in that order. I'm just being honest. And it's not that men are doing it on purpose. It's just they're stupid. And women react because we're crazy. And that's how the world goes around. All right. So little card and then they tell you what you got in it. I'm not going to show you what I got in here because it's a surprise. But it looks like there's a few repeats. And I got a couple of the repeats. Which didn't impress me. Because wouldn't they know what I already had? I'll show you the repeats first. Liquid IV hydration multiplier. This is like to put in your drink, right? I'll give this to my husband. I gave him the other ones. And then Burt's Bees, Squeezy Tinted Balm and Sweet Peach. The other one that I got before is sitting right here. I don't need two. This will go in a giveaway, which is going to come up pretty soon because I'm almost at 7K on IG. So, yeah. Okay. Also, here's another repeat-ish. Real Techniques. They gave me this one before. This is the sponge. It's basically the same thing. It looks like. So this is slightly dirty, but whatever. I put it in a little kitty cat sponge holder from Shop Miss A because it's cute. And she goes to sleep and then she wakes up. Good morning, and she goes to sleep. Anyway, so yeah, Real Techniques. I've used it a couple times. It was okay. I need to use it a little bit more and see if I like it. I just like my Shop Miss A AOA sponge so much better. Heather Therese Beauty is with us. Hi, Heather Therese. Is it Teresa or is it Therese? How do you use that? Because I'm not sure. And I would like to pronounce your name correctly, but I could just call you Heather. Or I could call you Beauty. Because I know how to pronounce those. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. I think I will put this into a giveaway as well. It's the Miracle Complexion Sponge. Well, I don't know about a miracle, but okay. And Gina Jaffe is with us. Hi, Gina. How are you, lovely lady? So I will be doing a giveaway, hopefully in the not too distant future. I haven't taken pictures of this, so I'm actually not going to put these away right now because I need to take pictures of this box so that I can show everybody all the goodies. Because I know people like to say, what did you get in your box? And then I like to be able to tell them. So those three are repeats. Doesn't Walmart, and honestly, in this whole thing, those are the only repeats of anything that I've had before. Don't they keep track of what they sent me before? Why would they? Actually, the Real Technique sponge isn't even in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They sent me 7 things. Don't they usually send 5 or 6 or something like that? I don't know. Gina, how's it going? Do you get the Walmart box? I think that this is the best value for a subscription box. But this time wasn't that great, but it still was worth the $7. Just, the surprise factor's fun. So the Sukin, I got, last time I got the spray. Oops, my pencil's coming through the bottom. Which is the same brand. And that's in my monthly basket this month. Put my lip pencil back up through it. So this is a foaming facial cleanser. I do not use cleansers. I do not believe in cleansers. I think they are bad for your skin. Unpopular opinion, but I'm sticking with it. And so I think I will either put this in the giveaway or give it to my husband. I don't know if he'll use it though. I don't know how much he's been using the cleansers. I think he's actually doing more of the oils, but I haven't talked to him about it. I told him how I do the oils and he was interested. And then I haven't heard much back from him. CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skincare Weightless Water. What in the world? It feels. Oh, that's because of the stuff in the back, I guess. Weightless Water Cream. 72-hour hydration. Is it worth me opening this up considering I don't really do commercial skincare? Maybe not. I might give this in the giveaway too. A lot of this is going in the giveaway, it looks like. JWL Picks. Hi, JWL Picks. How are you? Welcome to the party. I'm actually curious about this. This is the Not Your Mother's Anti-Frizz Smooth Moves. Shampoo and conditioner, 5 times smoother. So these are just samples, which is, kind of annoying. I like to have little things that I can close up again, but I've heard good stuff about this brand. So I might use this little sample thingamabobber. And then the one thing that I'm interested in and actually excited about is they gave me more nails. Look how cute they are. And actually, it's funny because I was looking at these when I think I was at CVS. So they have these little funky, geometric shiny things at the bottom. That's like their accent nails. And then just this pretty like pinky sort of at the top. So this is pretty much worth the box. That's basically the cost of the box. So I'm not mad at it, but it definitely is not the best box that I've had, partly because there's a lot of repeats in here. But it was a generous box. Fluffy Smiles is here. Hi, Fluffy Smiles. Do you get the Walmart box? I know I've converted a lot of people to the Walmart box, and some people were already... Clearly, somebody converted me to the Walmart box, and I don't know who it was. But it was okay. I'll take some pictures and post it so that if people come along later and they're like, hey, what'd you get? I like to be able to just have it there so people can kind of scroll through and say, oh, this is what, has shown up in the Walmart boxes in the last couple months or couple seasons. Because these come seasonally. All right. What do you think? Walmart box is okay or not? I had to turn you guys a little bit because I need to send you a Meyer box. Are those the ones you can only get those in store, right? Because I think I looked that up and I couldn't get them online. Because I was curious about that. Because I think, I know you talked to me about it, but I feel like somebody else talked to me about it too. But I could be just crazy. So, all right, guys. Now, for the star of the show. Oops, I almost just told you where I lived. Oh, no. But that was just so that Miss Charlie could send me a Meyer box. Yes, they are in store. Okay, well, there's that. So these glasses I got, as I said, they're from Zenni. The reason that they're a little dark and dreary is because they are transition lenses. And they will be like this. And I don't mind because I think they're so cute. And for spring and summer, they're much more practical than switching them off and doing sunglasses and not sunglasses and all that kind of stuff. Plus, they're a little darker now because I've got the ring light right here. And I think they would lighten up if that's not the case. But whatever. So I got a few pairs. 8, maybe. I don't remember how many pairs. I could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got my prescription changed not too long ago, and the ones when I ordered, I had gotten all multifocal, and then I was like, I'm not actually loving like walking around with them. Although now I'm kind of getting used to them, so I'm like, well, maybe I do want some more of them. I don't know, but I do definitely need more for distance because that's what I use it for the majority of the time, until I'm reading and stuff like that, and then. But I could take them off too, which doesn't really bother me to do that, to read. So none of these are multifocal. I mean, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, including the ones on my face. So this is the weird thing. This is Mucus Virka. I don't know. I don't know if that's how I say your name, but welcome. You've been with us before, and I mispronounced your name at that point too, because that's apparently what I do. Okay, so Zenni, we need to have a talk. Why do you send me all of these PD measurers? Why? Like, once you measured your PD, you don't need to measure it again. And then there's like little football, like sports themed ones that they sent me. And they sent me literally dozens of them. Why? And the other companies have done this too. And there's more. You're going to see more falling out of here. I don't even know what to do with all of these. It's annoying. Why would they do that? I'll throw them in my giveaway box, and I'll just put a couple in my giveaways. And if you guys need to measure your PD, there you go. That's pupillary distance. For those of you not in the glasses know. For those of you with, 20/20 vision and all that kind of stuff, you privileged people, you. Anyway, yeah, they got like sports, football, and basketball and baseball. And okay, whatever. Do we care about that? We don't really. Oh, look. Zelu just sent me something. I have not ordered from them. So they sent me another one of these little guys. I gave the other one that I had before to my husband to put his little dollar store glasses. He has no faith in me. He's like, I can't wear these glasses because it'll be bad for my eyes until I go see a doctor. I'm like, they're reading. Yeah, you can use them. Like, reading glasses are just really basic. It's either, plus 150 or plus 2 or plus 250 or whatever. And on and on. And he's only at 150. I'm like, they're not going to hurt your eyes to do it. He's like, I have to wait till I go see the doctor. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll set up an appointment. But anyway, they gave me this little thing here. And I like to use this because when I have a pair of sunglasses that has a little snap-on thing, which is not as convenient as these, but it is nice because then I've not darkened up. Although they just look like they're kind of tinted, so that's okay too. But I like to have these to hold those extra lenses in if I need to do that. But then they also sent me, they sent me this because they apparently have like a point system now. That's kind of a new thing. So this is a little square box that goes like this. But it also folds flat. Oh, I didn't put the ends out. Let me put the ends out. So it's a fancy little, there we go. So you can open up like this and then pop it down like that. And then you can kind of, so by the bedside, this is kind of a good idea. So I might just put this one by my bedside, or I might give it to hubby when he gets glasses he approves of. He likes the other ones and he uses them for when he's looking at his phone or reading or something like that. But then he's like, I don't want to hurt my eyes. I'm like, you're not going to hurt your eyes or reading glasses. Anyway, what is the theme of this glasses haul? Well, I'll tell you. It is spring. And you know what? Even though this is not the first day of spring, in my mind, this is the first day of spring because it's Daylight Savings Day and it's the beginning of warmish weather. So today it's in the 40s and it's actually going to get up in the 50s this week. And honey, I'm celebrating. I am beyond overjoyed. So I'm just going to start opening them up and showing you what I got, trying them all on. And if you're interested in any glasses from Zenni, I don't have the prices ready for me, but you can look them up. So, okay, so this is like the Zenni color. These are not that fancy, but look at that color. So basically, they all come in this, right? So it's like the same color, that teal, and then they have a little shimmy cloth. So let me try these all on. I know that this sort of shape looks good on me. And it's kind of just a standard shape. I have a half square face and a rounded square face because, I'm plump, therefore it's rounded, but, it's square too. So this kind of having square or rounded, either one of them works. I also like cat eye, but I like the color and I didn't have anything this color. And I thought these are really nice. And I think they were most of these were in the $9 or $10 category. But I don't know that for sure. Now, I am careful about my glasses as I drop those ones. So what I do is I just fold these back up into like 3 little folds. I pop it right into the bottom of the case like that. I put the glasses right into there. I close it up and they all get stored like that. So each gets stored I don't keep them out of their case except overnight, but then I put them on right away when I get up in the morning. So I know people are like, I lose my glasses. I'm like, how? Like, I can't take them off long enough to lose them. For you crazy sighted people. Privileged people. Okay, so these ones, I love tortoise glasses because they're so cute and classy. But this has a little bit of a kick because it's pink and white and clear and black. So that's the tortoise print. Look how I really like how this phone does its thing. Cecilia, sorry. I had to look at that for a second. Cecilia Palmer is with us. Hi, Cecilia. How are you? So these are the cat eye, and I really like them. I think they're cute. The coloring on this new phone is driving me a little bit nuts. So I'm gonna have to work with that and see if I can fix that. But I love these. I like how it shows colors bright, but I don't like how it shows me orange. I don't look like this color orange usually. So it's a weird color for me. Anyway, so these ones are, yeah, kind of a classic, but a modernized classic. They're the cat eye, but kind of a little bit modern cat eye because they're a little bit softer. And then they have that point on the edge. Who's sending me messages? Priceline. Notifications. I'm going to turn off my notifications on my computer so that doesn't bother me. Looking to see if there's little messages that I've missed because that happens. Another PD measurer because, more is more apparently. So for spring, I have a lot of, kind of nice light glasses. And so I was looking for things that I didn't have. For example, this color, green, is so cute. I love this. Look at this color, green. Oh my goodness. Oh, it matches my eyeshadow. Yeah, so this is like a little, and actually I have this in another color, in a brown color with a little tortoise detail on the cat eye part. So cute. Look how pretty that green is. It's like a bright grass green. Love it. Love it. So that is next. That's next. I don't have a ton, even though green is like my second favorite color, I don't have a ton of green glasses. I have quite a few purple glasses, but not green. So I needed more. Especially for the spring, you've got to do green for the spring, right? Are those just reading glasses prescription? They are prescription distance glasses, not reading, because I didn't do that. I just did, just distance because I didn't want to worry about. And all of them, so it was like 200 and something, including these ones that are transition lenses. The first ones I showed you that are transition lenses. Those were like 50 something or 60 something. Everything else was, a couple of them were 20 or so, and then maybe 30, and then some of them were like $9 sort of thing. So Zenni is about one of the cheapest. Zenni and Pain glasses, those are about the cheapest. Now this pair, I actually have this in three different colors, the same style, and for that reason I got the little clip-on sunglass thing, because I'm like, well, I've already got now the little clip-on to match, so it will fit that pair of glasses and look right with that pair of glasses. So if you've got more than one, having the clip-on makes sense, if that makes sense. So this is what they look like. I have this in black with the floral, and so this is the clear floral. Look how cute those are for spring. Oh my goodness. And this, I was actually tempted to wear these with this dress because I love flowers with stripes. One of my favorite combinations in the world. But I have these in like an opaque pink, like millennial pink sort of color. And I have kind of like those nails that came in the Walmart box. And then I have them in basically that sort of pink. And then I have them, the black ones with the flowers, and then I have them in clear. And do I have another one? I feel like there's one more. Maybe it's just 4. but I thought there was one more. Anyway, so they do come in several different colors, but I love that floral in there. I think it's so cute and so pretty without being, I mean, it's understated. Definitely not like these. These are like, hi, I have purple, I have purple. I have polka dotted glasses all over my face. But these ones are like cute, but they're not like in your face. They're on my face, but they're not in my face. And then this is the little clip-on that goes with it. So this is pretty basic. It can annoy people because you do see the clip a little bit until you get used to seeing it in your peripheral vision. Stay. Good glasses. But now I can use this clip for all of the different ones that I have that are the same style. Yeah, maybe it's just 4 that I have now, but just 4 of the same. And then, this clip isn't very, very hard. You can get the clip in gray, green, or brown, I think. But yeah, then I mean, it's just for driving in the sun, but they're really nice to have handy. And then you can just pop these off and you got your regular glasses. So that's another way of dealing with the fact that we do need sunglasses sometimes, but then we need prescription. We need to be able to see too. So, I'm cool with that. Sarah is with us. Mohammadi25. Hi, welcome, Sarah. How are you? We're going through my Zenni haul. And I will be switching my glasses out for spring. And of course, these will be part of that. I'm trying to do more of my new prescription, but I am still using my old prescription because I can. The doctor told me I can. That has been actual eye doctor approved. And yeah, because I have them and they're cute. Why not? I also feel like I need to compare this, but I feel like these cases got a little bit smaller because my other pairs that are like the same style as this, they fit fine. And this one is like not fitting. I have to squish it in there. It has been squished. Okay, so now next pair is, I don't quite know what they are because they're all wrapped up like this. So I looked through them before though. Because like I said, I don't have that kind of self-control. These ones. Now a couple of these last pairs, there's 3 left, including the ones in my hand. They surprised me because they're not what I expected from online. So I'll do a review so people can see. These have a weird, like kind of rough edge, and they feel a little bit weak. However, let me see if you see these as cool as I see them. Do you see that color? So they're a chartreuse color. The picture online, it looked like they just kind of went from chartreuse to mint to, yellow and whatnot. But here they're actually metallic, but it's like at a certain angle, they're transparent, but it looks purple because of the blue glasses, which is fine because it's purple and green, which I'm totally digging. But look how cute these are. That little sparkle of green around them. Oh my goodness. How cute is that? These would be so cute as sunglasses. I didn't get them as sunglasses. I expected them to look different. I can't stop moving my head because look at that shift. If you like duochrome eyeshadows, this is kind of like the same thing. And it's like just sparkling. I feel like if I just make circles like this, I feel like I can hypnotize somebody. What do you think? You see the light going around in circles? Aren't they cute? Does anybody approve of these? Do we approve? Are they cool? I think they're cute. Anyway, they're a little bit weird and rough though. So I'm not crazy about the way they feel. Also, I didn't get these in like the thinness, the extra thin lenses. And this is different too. The pads are like more of a smooth pad, which is cool. Let me actually just take a look because it feels like my nose is wide, and so yeah, they're definitely sitting on my nose more than on the pad. So I might have to adjust those pads a little bit in so that they sit on the pads instead of on the actual frame. Because right now the frame is what's holding it on my nose. Not a fan of that because that will make marks there. I've got some mascara flakage and whatnot. If you want to know what that one is, it is. I have to remember because I don't remember. It's Il Maquillage. That's what I wore this morning. And it's flaking and it's smudging under my eyes a bit. Happens. But there are certain mascaras I have that do not do that. So I need to be better at making notes of all that stuff. But I really like how they look. They're cute. They're unique. They're different. They also don't have the bridge. They just have the bar at the top. So that makes them kind of fun too. They're modern and hip and cute and a little bit androgynous, I think, in the way that they look. Totally fun. I don't mind being gender fluid in my style. I'm definitely not gender fluid, but I'm in my style. I can be a bit butch. Can we say butch still? Am I going to get canceled for saying that? Someone's going to cancel me. It's funny because it can be like okay to say it today, but then in the future, somebody will decide that it's not okay to say it, and then they'll go back and look at this and they'll say she must be canceled because one time she said something that was totally acceptable then, but it's not now. And so how dare she not know that? Jay Hayes Fashion is with us. Hi, Jay Hayes Fashion. How are you? We are looking at fashion of the eyes. Y'all knew I was going to do some purple. These look so different than what I expected. So this is like, first of all, they're super lightweight. I feel like this is the same manufacturer that made the last ones I just showed you. They're really, really, really lightweight, which I'm a fan of. But they're also like a brushed and plasticky sort of thing. And they're, I don't know, they're cool looking. They look modern. They feel comfortable. I like them. The shape is kind of a cat eye-ish sort of shape, but not very pronounced. So, but man, they're lightweight. So this might be there's some new materials that aren't like actual. Well, most of these are either acrylic or something else, not plastic. But yeah, so these ones and the chartreuse ones before them, those are the ones that when I got them, I was like, oh, those don't look like what I was expecting. I still like them, but they weren't exactly what I was expecting. So, and last but not least, these ones look basically exactly what I thought they were going to look like. I keep putting the PD measurers back there because I'm hoping I can find somebody who desperately needs PD measurers and send them to them. I don't understand why they send like 5 million of them. It doesn't make sense. These are so cute. They're so cute. Look how cute. They match my hair and my life. They match my life. Oh my goodness. So they're bigger square. They're a little chunky. They feel heavier than the other ones. They're nerdy, but the colors. And I love them because I don't have anything that's kind of chunky and bold and heavy like this. I almost was like, is this springy? And then I was like, okay, this is going to be springy because I need them. Look how cute they are. I mean, the purples and greens and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like that's very springy. It's a little darker than what a lot of spring things would be. But have you noticed? I can't take it either. They're so adorable. They're stinking adorable. And see, it's like the colors of my hair, the purples and the greens and all of that. Even though that's all like, fading and stuff like that. It happens. But yeah, same thing. It's like they were made for me. They were made for me. So those are the glasses. Let me go through real quick. I'm going to try each pair on for you so you can be in awe of my new glasses. My husband doesn't know these arrived. I wore the polka dotted ones today, but I have so many glasses, he doesn't know which ones I have anymore. So he's just like, oh, have I seen those before? So I have to kind of like do them out once in a while. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, those came a while ago. Because a while could be like, an hour. And it could be like months or years, right? Yeah, those came a while ago. Is that deceptive? So there's one. Cute, cute. Here's the ones I was wearing when I came on today. These are the transition lenses, so they will turn into sunglasses outside. Love. And they're so cute for spring and summer. I think polka dots are so spring. So spring. And summer, but I think, Purple, super lightweight. Um, Again, kind of matching with the hair, but in a different way. Yeah, these are kind of like, I feel like these are everyday sort of glasses. But to me, they're all everyday. These are like my sporty, fun, like I said, almost gender neutral sort of things with the hypnotizing green that dances around the outside. Oh my goodness, they're so fun. They're so cute. I love them. I love them. Yeah, they are not what I expected. I didn't realize that they were going to be like that at all. I thought it was going to be like a consistent color around. I knew they would be shiny, but I didn't know they would be like shifty like that. But you know how I like my shifties, whether eyeshadows or glasses. These green ones, and they've got this little detail on the side too. That's how I knew instantly. I recognized that they were like the other ones that I have, and I'm like, oh yeah, they are. Cute little kind of narrower this way. Green, that bright grass green, which I think is so cute. Zenni, these all came from Zenni. All of these, so they're all prescription. They're distance. I did not get any multifocal this time, but I did last time. So they're all for distance, and this is the only like specialized pair. That's the transition lenses. Everything else is just basic, except this pair I got the clip-on, which is like $4, so who cares? But that's because I have the other pairs like this, so I can just take that off and then put them on the other ones that match. The other 4 pairs I have that are the same style but different colors. So these are the floral ones. Super cute. And these ones, I think the glasses are like either $6 or $9. And when they're just a single vision, I'm not paying for extra for the lenses, but certain prescriptions would, depending on what you have for your prescription and whatnot. Also, I don't pay to thin them out. And some of them are heavier than others. So like these ones are quite heavy, as you might see, because they're nice and sturdy. And the last ones, the purple ones that were like those tortoise, those are a little heavier. These are slightly heavier too. The ones that have the shifty green around, those are not heavy. And the purple ones are not heavy. Those are really, really lightweight because they're that other they're a different material. Well, those two are actually 2 different types of materials. But then I got these that are this kind of really light. To me, this is a very springy tortoise. So the pinks and the whites with the black. Super cute. Classic fun. My hair is doing crazy stuff, but you know, that's normal. Yeah, definitely spring vibes. That's kind of was the idea, is I wanted to get springy glasses. Glasses that made me think of spring. And I needed to get more distance glasses with my new prescription because when I'm driving, especially at night, it starts to get a little bit extra blurry. And then the last pair, and these are probably the least exciting, but I love the color and I really wanted this color. So, and they didn't have this color in anything. Well, they had it in a couple different styles, but I like the fact, you know, the idea of getting something that's a little bit just ordinary, but then having that pretty teal color on it. So, because everything is this color, even all the Zenni stuff, right? But yeah, this color is like everywhere. Everybody's loving the teal color. So those are the glasses that I got. What do you think? What do you think? Did I do good? I think I did well. And of course I did four pay because I can do that. 8 pairs for 200 and something. That's the price of 1 pair. If you go to even Target, when I went into Target, that was the price of 1 pair. So you can see, because I have my ring light on, it's making these go a little bit darker. But they do go quite a bit darker. They're not completely opaque, which is fine. I don't think they're supposed to be completely opaque. They used to be back in the day, but but they do go fairly dark. I would say twice as dark as what they are currently when I'm out in the sun. So, and then when I don't have this on, I'll actually turn this light off for a while and see how long it takes for them to go back. I feel like this side got darker than this side because the light was on this side more. But there's also a shadow too, so I don't know because the sun and the window are right over here, so I don't know. But yeah, so I think this will lighten up pretty soon. Now that I don't have the sun on or the light on, and to make it darken up. Anyway, I'm really glad I got these. I think these are great. I would get these again for sure. I like the clip-ons too, to just kind of put in the car and then just be able to clip on whatever pair I happen to put on. And they're not gonna necessarily look pretty, but they'll at least protect. I mean, I could hypothetically, I wouldn't, but I could clip them on these. They look silly, but who cares? You're driving down the road, nobody's really looking at you. And if they are, at least you can see them and not have an accident. They might be looking at you and staring at you and having an accident, but at least you. Yeah, so that's my spring glasses haul. We just did a winter glasses haul not that long ago when I got my new prescription. And I've been enjoying those. And now those will be retired. Not retired, but like put in the boxes until I pull them out next time. So basically every season I pull out 20 pairs of glasses and then I just go through them for the season. And then the next season I do it again so that I'm switching it up and having fun. Wednesday. What are we going to talk about Wednesday? Well, I'm glad you asked. You're like, I didn't ask, Priscilla. What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, this is the other palette that I was using. This is a little froggy palette. And this is from Pout and Shout. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. And the little froggy is so cute. This is a 1 in a million palette. You will not find another one like this. It is this. I wasn't sure what it would be like on my eyes, but you're going to see because I took pictures and there's all the colors on the bottom. Flies Before Guys. I love the names. They're so cute. Unforgettable. That's what it looked like, a P, but I was like, no, that was something. Unforgettable. Spawn of Satin, not Satan, but Satin. Tongue Out Tuesday, and Am I Fibbing Yours, and Possible Prince. So those are the colors on the back. So cute. I am so excited to see what she comes out with next. I love her artistry. I am fantasizing about doing a collab with her when I get big enough to actually think about her wanting to do a collab with me. I already have the idea. I've already got it planned out. We're set. Anyway, I'm super excited about like seeing what she comes up with next because she's just adorable and cute and incredibly talented artist. And the formula here is really nice. It's something that I think she'll continue to grow into, but I really liked working with it. They're very soft. They're very blendable. They're beautifully pigmented, and yeah, I didn't have any issues with them. They're all a little bit, other than this one, they're all kind of a little bit muted, but they're really did beautiful color, beautiful looks. So, highly recommended if you see anything from Pout and Shout because that's stinking cute. Okay, let's see if my current phone will zoom in like it's supposed to. Let me hide everything except the froggy. Come on, zoom in. Yeah, it still wants to zoom in on me. Whatever. Stephalin. Hi, welcome. How are you? So we're kind of wrapping up here. I just went through my glasses. I went through my Walmart box. I went through the other goodies that I've picked up here and there. And I went through the couple of palettes that I've used lately and told you what I thought. I'm having fun with green this month. I mean, clearly it's March. It's the month of green. So, yeah, I just got new glasses again, including the ones on my face. I love these so much. They're so cute and so fun, and I just had to have them. There were 2 other pairs of glasses that I wanted so badly, and I just saw one of them is now retired. They're not even going to offer it anymore, and that makes me a little bit upset. However, that style is in a couple of other colors, so there's possibility I might get it in another color. But also, I think next time, I think I'm going to order from glasses because I've had good luck with them before too. So I think I'm going to try them, and yeah, we'll go with that and see. That's all I've got. Wednesday is going to be me going through, I think, I'm not going to tell you. It could be the Hello palette, but it also could be something else. Depends on what shows up. I have a few things on their way, and I think I just made another order. Guys, you need to stop me. J-Cat Beauty. I have never ordered from them, but I've heard really good things about their eyeshadow. And I'm all about, discovering some of these things. I'm excited to see Miss Charlie's green looks. Yay, using the Odin's Eye Anti palette. Yeah, cool. I'm loving to see like how different people are doing it. That's one thing I like when things are hyped, because everybody gets the palette and they all try to be creative and do their own unique look. And then I'm like, ooh, I never thought of that. So Queen of the Beauty Blog is here. Hi, Queen of the Beauty Blog. How's it going? We're starting to wrap up, but I'm really glad to have you jump in here. Anyway, so yeah, so we'll be doing the Ulta 21 days started today. I need to look at that and see what they're offering. I don't think they have a whole lot that I'm interested in. Maybe, I don't know. Queen of the Beauty Blog, are you buying anything from Ulta's 21 days? I wasn't impressed when I saw the overviews, but I'm going to look at it again and see if there was something maybe I missed. The one thing that I might be interested in is Nabla. Maybe. What did you miss? You missed the Walmart beauty box. I will do a post on this in the next couple days, probably. My Zenni haul. Let me see if I can hold all these, including the ones that I have on my face. All these glasses that I just got for spring. And then some other goodies that I picked up here and there. So yeah, and a bunch of just chit chat. So go back and watch this. You don't have Ulta in the UK. France is like 20 miles from you. Just run over the border and get it. Are you allowed to go over the border anywhere anymore? Like, that doesn't work that way anymore, does it? I don't know. How is it in Europe? I know UK is like, we're not part of Europe. We're our own thing. The UK is its own continent now. Picked up the MAC Fix Plus today. We'll get the Bobbi Brown face base for sure, and the KVD tattoo liner. Probably won't get any of those. Yeah, we can travel now. Good. You know what? The shutdowns, they need to stop, because we have completely called their bluff. I'm sorry, they were bluffing. They were bluffing. We said it, people said I was a conspiracy theorist. People called me a right-wing supremacist because I didn't agree with the shutdowns. Because I was like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make scientific sense. It doesn't make scientific sense. This is what's the crazy thing. Doctors and nurses who literally have been in the heat of all of this from day one said, we will not get this vaccination, and lost their jobs for it. If you're going to listen to someone, you should listen to them, not the politicians. And I'm sorry, but Fauci is a lifetime politician, not a legitimate doctor. Okay, we don't even have Sephora here. That stinks. What do you have? You have Pout and Shout. That's what you have. Pout and Shout is from the UK, and she's adorable and she's wonderful. Do you know her? She's awesome. Go follow her. She made this palette, and she is the love of my life as far as palette makers. I'm like, what the hell? Now we are getting ripped off all over the place to get money back to the gas prices. Let's talk about gas. This is what people need to understand. Okay, what was it I was thinking about? Oh, I know what it was. I was kind of getting annoyed at all the people that every time there is a foundation release, they're like, and okay, it's always white people. I'm just gonna, okay, not always. It's almost always white people who are like, oh my goodness, I don't think I can buy this foundation because you know what? It just doesn't have enough of the different shades. And I don't think it's representative. Shut up. Shut up. First of all, let me tell you a little secret about makeup. You don't need to exactly match your skin. Anybody who's been doing makeup anytime, I'm going to take these off because I feel like my eyes are disappearing into black holes. Anybody who's been doing makeup for any amount of time knows that. You don't need a whole bunch of different shades. All you need, I'm going to put another pair on that doesn't darken. All you need is to have a decent range from pale through like chocolate and in the different tones. So, and here's the thing too. There is no such thing as neutral. Neutral is not a tone. Okay. Queen of the Beauty blog said main shops are Boots, Harvey Nichols, Selfridges. They do most brands. I really want to get Euphoria here, but can't. I don't know Euphoria. I'm not that bougie. I'm sorry. I'm like JCat is my thing, right? I don't know. I haven't gotten from JCat before, but I do have an order coming now. Blooming Beauty. Hi, Blooming Beauty. How's it going? We're talking about why. Basically, okay. Let me phrase this so that you know what we're talking about. We're talking about how beauty YouTube Instagrammers are um, virtue signaling with their fake outrage over stuff they don't actually care about, but they pretend they're outraged because that's what they're supposed to do. Otherwise, people will cancel them. It's ridiculous. I don't care. I don't have enough people anyhow. And the people who are here know me. I love people. I do. I will get in your face and I'll still love you before and after. And you can get in my face and I'm still going to love you. And I'm not going to take it personally. Most people will. And that's why once you get in the face, it usually doesn't last. But for me, I'm just like, hey, we're cool. Hey, we had our moment. We're done. I'm more like a guy that way. You know, guys can like have a fist fight and like, you know, knock down, drag out. And then they're like, hey, want to go have a beer? Okay, cool. And then they're fine, right? Women are not like that. There always has to be some sort of drama or they won't get hits, views. That's the thing is that they want the drama and they want to have like fake outrage because if they have fake outrage, then they can be like, people are like, oh my goodness, yeah, me too. So they get on these things because skin tone, right, is this thing. So now all these companies are like, we have 87 shades of foundation. You don't need to have 17 light shades. You don't. You don't need to have 17 dark shades, medium. You don't. Even though you have, okay, so you have the different degrees, and then you have the different colorings. Now, colorings, there is no such thing as neutral. There's not. Think of the color wheel. You have blue undertone, which is cool. You have yellow undertone, which is warm. And then you have red undertone, which is what people are calling neutral, but it's not because neutral is a misnomer. It is red or pink undertone. And then there's also the mixes. So there's olive is one of the major ones. That's green. That's a blue-green mix, right? So you have all of those undertones. And one of the ones that is misrepresented is olive. But they're like, well, they're not ethnic enough to be worried about. And they can just fit with all the. So nobody's really worrying about olive because nobody has decided to have an outrage about that. The one who's kind of propelling that forward, I think, is Nikki Raven. I think she's done a great job at like, hey, you know what? Pale people have olive skin too. So she's really good at kind of like pushing people. But it's just ridiculous. Oh, how do you work out your undertone? I never knew mine. It took me a minute because I thought it was cool tone, and then I was like, no, because blues and greens will kind of just wash me out. And then I was like, well, I know I'm not warm tone because oranges and yellows are kind of just look weird on me. And so it just a process of elimination. I think part of it, and you have different tones because the thing is, you can have undertones and overtones, and you know, like you don't just have one tone. You have that's why there's undertones, right? And it can change too depending on the seasons because you know if you have more sun, you're going to have more red or more olive or different kinds of things. NY Rican is here. Hi, NY Rican and Francely. Is it Francely? Hi, welcome. We're talking about undertones apparently because that's the rabbit trail we got on. And so basically, I was just like, okay, what colors look best on me? Reds and pinks. Generally speaking, the colors that just radiate with you and make you look like you glow, that's generally going to be your colors. Not always, but that's kind of a generic thing. Yeah. So I don't know what colors look good on you. Queen of the Beauty blog. What colors look good on you? To me, you look like you're warm tone. But that could be the lighting too. I look like I'm warm toning right now because of the lighting, but I'm not. I'm pink toned, which is not neutral. It's pink because there's no such thing as neutral. Neutral is like Nothing. I'm nothing undertone. No, I am pink undertone. Lipstick or eye makeup. I go more with hair color and clothes because your makeup can change based on your. And that's the other thing is you can change your undertone. Because and I will do that if I want to wear something that's yellow. For example, my eye look right now is not necessarily something that's flattering on my skin tone because I don't have green bluish sort of undertones or yellow undertones because all of that would look good with this. But what I can do is I can adjust that by having slightly more yellow warmer foundation, slightly more yellow warmer blush and bronzer, and also lips. And that will help to kind of neutralize and make this look like it fits. So you can adjust your skin tone and it's not going to look bad unless you're like, I mean, if your neck is completely different, then that's one thing. But you just kind of blend it in and, if it's within reason. But the other thing is like, you put your base on and yeah, Miss Charlie is definitely cool undertone. She looks fantastic in grays, blues, greens. I love grays, blues, greens, but they're not my color. Where for me, pinks and purples are almost neutrals for me. So find those ones. Yeah. And that's the thing is Queen of the Beauty blog. I think you're definitely the corals and peaches because just from what I see, those like bright, most orangey sort of colors look great on you. Me, I love those colors, but they look a little weird because they're a little stark with my pink skin, unless I put kind of a little bit different base on, and then I can neutralize it. But yeah, the thing is, you don't need all those different colors. You just don't need all those different colors because by the time you put your powders on and your complexion products and your, bronzers, which is a complexion product, and all this other kind of stuff, nobody's gonna notice it anyhow. But they're just out there, trying to virtue signal and tell everybody, see how moral we are because we have 7,500 different shades of our foundation. Shut up, people. And then all the small, and this is my issue, is the only companies who can really afford to do that. I mean, really afford to it. People are struggling to do it because it's what's expected by this ridiculous pressure. Hey, I'm the queen of tangents. Don't apologize for taking us off on a tangent. I'm the one that usually gets us off on a tangent. But yeah, usually the when the companies do that, it's really a big burden for them because it costs a lot. Every time you reformulate another batch, another color batch, and everything, it's a whole different process. And I mean, it's you know and they're just doing it just to make all of the social justice ninnies happy. Yeah, I called you all ninnies. I love you, but you're ninnies. I get so tired of it though. I get tired of people just like jumping on this thing of like it's so funny because somebody said who was Audra at home. I still don't know what the thing is, and she might be absolutely right. I don't know, but she said L'Oreal or one of those like mainstream white people makeup companies. They got in trouble because their CEO said something racist, and then he was like, fired and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, but was it really racist? That's my question now because there's so many things people would jump on, like the Oprah thing. That was not racist. It wasn't even remotely racist. The fact that he liked Trump was his own personal opinion and nobody should be penalized. I think Biden is an idiot, but I'm not going to not buy from a company because they support Biden. I'm going to say you're stupid and your politics are stupid. However, if your stuff is good, I'm still going to go with it. Audra, I love her too. I don't agree with her on a lot of stuff, but I think she's so much fun. She's fun to watch. She's so refreshing and different and cool. And I like her. It's kind of like Teresa. I love them because they're them. And I don't have to agree. I know if we sat down and had a political discussion, they'd be like, girl, what's wrong with you? And I'd be like, girl, what's wrong with you? But I respect them because I think they're honestly them. I think they're real people. So that's why I can sit here and mouth off and I still have people around because they're like, that's just Priscilla going off on her little tangent. Hey, it happens. But it's all because honestly, I want people to think. That is my only thing. I don't care what your opinion is that you come up with. I just want you to use your head. That's when I teach critical thinking, because I am a critical thinking instructor at a collegiate level, or have been. Um, but and at different levels, actually, at high school level and also collegiate level. And so that's a big passion of mine, is like teaching and encouraging people to think for themselves and whatnot. So it's hard though, because people don't want to think for themselves. It's so much easier just to like listen, watch a YouTube video and be like, oh, they said XYZ, so therefore. And that's why I like to call out people like Audra, and I've called out people, and some people get mad. Angelica gets mad. But I don't think Audra would. I think I've called her out on stuff, and she was like, okay, whatever. She was pretty chill about it and stuff. And there's other people, or they just ignore me, which if they don't delete my comment, if they delete my comment, I'm like, see, now I don't have a respect for you, because you need to be able to leave. I would leave it up unless it's something that's abusive, or harmful. Yeah, exactly. Well, and social media has a lot to answer for, and individuals have a lot to answer for. And that's the thing is hi babe, how's it going? How was the gym? Okay. He just got home. So yeah, that was I think people need to take responsibility for themselves and understand that your ignorance has consequences. Hence the situation we're in right now. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, the international situation is not a good situation right now. But you can't vote for the guy who sends mean tweets. I didn't vote for him in 2016. I didn't vote for him. I didn't like the guy. I don't like the guy. I'm talking about Trump, by the way. Don't like him. He's obnoxious. He's arrogant. But man, he did some really good stuff. And it's funny because people don't even know what he did unless they look for him, because it was so hidden by the media. And like you said, the media has a lot to answer for. You are absolutely right, because they didn't give people a choice in the last election, not to mention the fact there was a whole bunch of shenanigans going on, but that's a different thing. And it's a fact. It is a fact. But whatever, we can get, again, critical thinking. You got to use your noggin, guys. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. So where's Trump now? He's still out there, and he's still tweeting, and he's still basically saying, if I was the president, this wouldn't be happening, which I actually think is true, but I think he should shut up. Because people are tired of hearing him. And that's the thing. I do not want him to run again. I don't want him to run. I wish he would have won, because Biden is awful and Kamala is I mean, she's just horrible. She thinks it's okay to enslave people for her own benefit. Literally, look it up. She had people working basically for free or for slave labor, that should have been released from the justice system, and she kept them enslaved because it was helping her. So yeah. Hey, look, we have an idiot leader who can't even comb his hair. Oh, there's that too. So, and that's the whole thing in the UK. And it's funny because when he was elected, I laughed so hard. It was like, oh my goodness, it's like Trump is like multiplying himself all over the world, because Trump's the same thing, right? I don't know about him. I don't know that much. I do know that Trudeau is an idiot. I really am anti-leftists. I very much, but mostly I'm anti-Democrats, because the Democrat Party in the United States is one of the most evil institutions that have ever existed. In fact, had it not been for the Democrat Party, the KKK would not have existed. Period. Jim Crow would not have existed. Period. That was all Democrats, and it was organized from the party. That's why I'm so against them. I somehow always get on politics on this thing. I don't know why. People start saying things, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. All politicians are from the same mold, to be honest. And that is the thing. Here's the thing. You're right. I'm going to give you an example that we're not maybe emotionally tied to. My husband might be, and he's here, but in Haiti, Mickey Martelly, he is their version of Trump, in my opinion. He came along after the 2010 earthquake. So he was elected in 2010, after, several months after the earthquake. They have had nothing in the last 200 years but corrupt president after corrupt president after corrupt president after incompetent president. Some of them are just incompetent and some of them are corrupt. Most of them are corrupt. Here's the secret. So Mickey Martelli, Sweet Mickey, look him up, fantastic singer. He's a pop star in Haiti, and that's his call to fame. And he's very bawdy and he's very inappropriate, and he's the one who dresses in drag and grinds on women and makes really naughty jokes. And he's Trump, but an entertainer and not a business person. But he did stuff in Haiti that no president has managed to do. Because, and this is the reason, and this is the same thing with Trump, I don't like Trump as a person. However, he accomplished things no one else was able to do. And the reason is he didn't need it. He already was rich. He was already famous. He is already respected worldwide. In fact, Trump was respected more before he ran with an R before his name. If he had run with a D, he could have done exactly all the same stuff. And all the Democrats would have been like, he's so great. He's so wonderful. But only because he put an R before his name. The same things are like, oh my goodness, he's evil. He's a Nazi. He's all this kind of stuff. He's a racist. There's nothing to back that up. Nothing, even remotely. Again, critical thinking, guys. But in looking at the Haitian politics, Sweet Mickey, Mickey Martelli. He was an effective president because he didn't need it. He couldn't be manipulated because he was like, if you don't like what I'm doing, you can just take this job and shove it. Bye, see you later. And that's where he was, where most of the people in office need that because they don't want to work. Joe Biden, for example, has not worked an honest day since he passed the crime bill back in '93 that got all of the minorities incarcerated. That was Joe. That was your president right now. That's what he did. That's his only thing. The only thing he's done in 50 years. 50 years in office. And you elected him? You voted for him. Why? Because you don't like Trump? You liked him before he had an R before his name. Everybody liked him before he had an R before his name. Woo! It's ridiculous. Yeah, and that's the one reason that I appreciated Trump is because he is not and was not a politician. Now his kids are. And that's the thing. People are like, his kids need to run. No, because then we've got the same sort of situation. So I don't know who next. I think we need another non-politician. I honestly think we should just, there's a city in Minnesota here. I need to find out where it is. They have a dog as their mayor. I think that's a good idea. I think we should elect a dog for president next. And I think that would probably, at least it would do less damage. The worst you'll get is some holes dug in the White House yard. There's going to be a lot less damage if you elect a dog. I mean, and it's hilarious to me because I was thinking about like, how does the city get anything done with a dog as the mayor? And I'm like, that's the point. The mayor doesn't do anything. They're just a face. It's all the other people that do it. No, I'm okay with it. Thank you. I ate some already. And so, that's the whole point. And I thought that was a beautiful representation about the fact that position is actually unnecessary. It's just a spokesperson position. That's all it is. Oh, it'll just be a different wet level of pooping all over the place. Yeah, exactly. A whole lot of poo. But that's it. It's different. Yes. I knew that one. Okay. Different level. Oh, the different, not diff wet. Okay. I figured it out. I kind of figured it out. So, yeah, exactly. Put a dog in the White House and I will probably, and then what will happen is then the local governments will then be re-empowered again, which is exactly what we need because right now, one of the biggest issues in the United States is that our federal government has too much control. And the interesting thing is almost everybody agrees on that except for socialists who are nuts. Sorry if you're a birdie boy, but socialism has never worked and it never will work. It cannot work because humans. That's literally the reason. Humans, it can't work. But other than that, everybody pretty much agrees that our government is too big, yet they continue to vote on the left side for more government, and even on the right side, because they're like, well, they need to make a law against this. They need to make people can't be doing that with their own bodies. People can't, we can't have prostitution. I mean, yeah, I don't believe in trafficking children, but I believe that if you want to sell your body, it's your body. Do I agree with it? No. Do I think that those women should be reached because they're deeply damaged? Yes, but they're adults and it's their right. If that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. Yes, I feel sad for them and I would reach out to them personally. I don't think that we make laws against it. It's like, weed and drugs and all that kind of. Man, we come a long way. We come a long ways. I love when you guys hang out with me at the bitter end when I go on these tirades and I'm like, but I feel like it's helpful because I feel like if we have these conversations a little bit more and people hear, even though you may or may not agree with my position on a lot of things, but ultimately, we need to be having these conversations and respecting each other and realizing that we don't have to agree on everything, but we are a lot closer in our thinking than we think if we stop putting political parties behind it, things. And that's the thing is, as soon as people say, well, did you vote for Trump? Which time? Because there were 2 Trump elections and it's not the same answer for both of them. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, and it's interesting too. It'll be interesting for me to look more into the UK politics. I don't know much about UK politics. I just, I'm a typical arrogant American, and I assume that the politics of much of the world follows the United States because that's how it is in much of the world that I'm familiar with. So in the countries that I've lived in outside of the United States, it very much does follow. So like, to a certain point, like in Haiti, there's very much an impact. It's more important to Haitians who's the American president in many cases than than who's the Haitian president, because the Haitian president really doesn't change, but the American president might impact one way or another. So, boy, I know people got to stop. They got to start thinking for themselves. They just got to start thinking and stop being leftist weirdos. I'm just anti-leftist. You can think anything you want, but as soon as you get on this leftist stuff, especially the more left you get. Oh, and by the way, Nazis are not right. Nazis are left. That is a fact. A lot of people think that it's right because it's the Reich, but that's not right. That's a different word, okay? But people are like, oh, well, they're right-wing extremists. No, actually, the Nazi Party, N-A-Z-Z-I, N-A-S-S-I, stands for the National Socialist Party. National Socialist Party. They were socialists. Socialists are inherently left. They were socialists. And so that was the whole point. It was big government all the way. And so, yeah, people try to accuse right. And I don't like the extremes either. I'm more of a libertarian. But the Nazis were not right. They were left. That's something to change your mind. Maybe, I don't know. There's something to look at. Even I don't know how much about it. I tried to avoid the B's they all spout over here. The B's they all spout over here? What are the B's? I don't know. I don't know what that means. But I have an idea of what you mean, but I don't know exactly what you mean. So yeah, I think we need to know more about it. That's the unfortunate thing is, even though I try to stay away from the divisive stuff, I will say I cannot stand okay. BS. Okay. And the divisive BS. Okay. You just put the B, the small s. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like the division, but I do think that we are so much in a point where people are just stupid about like they can't even think. And that drives me nuts because I am a thinker. That's like, I am a logician. And so I look at things and say, that doesn't add up with this. And so when I see that, I'm like, I want to shake people and like set them straight, especially when I see that it's harmful. And I see it so harmful right now. And it's literally getting people killed. Angelina Adores is with us. Angelina, you just jumped in on a very not beauty related conversation. We're talking about politics right now. So what's your view on the world situation? How do you think we should resolve the world's problems? We'll wait. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding to put you on the spot. But anyway, so Wednesday, Okay, so I was saying JCat Beauty. I had not tried their stuff. We're getting back to beauty. I had not tried their stuff before, but I'd heard really good stuff about their palettes, and they just came out with 3, and they were $15. And then I was like, but then they had a sale that was $30 off or 30% off right after I ordered them. But I also got a free lipstick. Anyway, those might be coming, and then there's also Beauty Bay, the green and the purple. And then there's also the Hello palette, which I have not done 2 looks. So usually on Wednesday, I do a look on each eye live with all of your input. And or not, you can hang out too. Some people just hang out and lurk, and that's totally fine. I'm all about lurkers, happy, friendly lurkers. But all politicians, okay, this is what Angelina says. Put all politicians in a boxing room and let them solve things themselves without people. No. No. Solve what? No, but you know what they would do, and I this is what they do. This is what they do. I mean, okay, I gotta disagree with you on this, Angelina. They're friends. The parties, like in the United States, we have, I don't know, Angelina, I don't know if you're from the US or not, but we have basically 2 parties. We have Republicans and Democrats. They're friends, right? They go out, and that's what they do, is they hang out together, and they're essentially on the same side. They're just, no, we don't want, no. Because ultimately what they would do is they'd get in the ring, they'd laugh about it, and they'd be like, ha ha ha, they think we're actually accomplishing something. Now let's go have a beer. That's it. That's all they do. This is what I came up with. I didn't come up with it because it was inspired by a story that I read. This is what we were talking about before. I think we should eliminate the president, and we should replace the president with a dog, and then we just have all local governments take care of their own stuff, because that's how the United States government was supposed to be in the first place. Before we decided that the federal government needed to manage everything, all staged to make money, and we get punished for it. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the whole COVID thing, this is all a money-making scheme. You've all been had. And I said this at the beginning. It was funny because people were like, oh my goodness, we're going to get all of these. And I mean, Trump was doing it too, like doing these checks. And I'm like, why are we giving people checks? We're shutting them in the house, and then we're giving them a check for doing nothing. For what? Because literally, I, as a taxpayer, am paying for that check. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go right back to Amazon. And I named it too. I said, Bezos is going to make all of this money. And sure enough, I called it. As soon as they announced it, I said, all of this money is going to go to Amazon. That's where all of it's going to go. It's going to all go to the big online companies, because everyone else was closed down except Walmart, Amazon, and the big companies. What happened? They gained billions of dollars, and everybody else lost their businesses. I run for president. Queen is the VP, and you're our advisor. I could be your PR person. Your press secretary. Oh, I'd tick everybody off. I'd be like, y'all need to shut up and go home. Go have a drink. Come back when you're a little tipsy, and then we can talk. No, I don't know. This is a plan I'm down for, Angela. I know, right? I don't know. I mean, the people need to take control, but they can't take control because they don't want to. They're afraid of politics. They're afraid of having an opinion, and then they're afraid of having the wrong opinion. They're afraid of thinking for themselves, and so they just go with whatever everybody else tells them to think, and then they're just like, yeah, Walmart. I love Walmart. I do. They've done a lot of good, and they've gotten a lot of crap for it. And it's funny because actually Target is just as bad as Walmart, but Target headed a lot of the anti-Walmart propaganda because it was a business thing. I live in Target world. This is where Target came from, is the Twin Cities in Minnesota. But coffee rush for me. I don't do alcohol. Yeah, but you don't want them more hyper, right? Caffeine all around. Yeah, or maybe weed. I don't know. Some edibles. Some spiked cookies. I don't know. What do we need? Or you know what they need? They need a puppy. That's what they need. In all of the sessions, there needs to be like a emotional support. There needs to be emotional support dogs. And then, I think it would make them a lot more chill and a lot more productive. And I don't know. No, I just wish people would think for themselves. I wasn't satisfied with the last president. I can't stand the current one, but the current one, he's senile anyhow. I mean, he literally is senile. You know that if you pay attention at all, the guy is senile, and I can't believe they've even allowed him in there. But I think they did it on purpose, because I think what they want to do is they want, when everything gets screwed up, because they know inevitably that's what is going to happen. They want to be able to blame him and say, "Oh, well, he was senile, and we didn't realize that. We didn't realize his condition was to this point." And then they can just blame him, even knowing that he's not making any of these decisions. And then install what's her face, Kamala's. Oh, she's evil. She's evil. She literally kept people incarcerated that should have been released, so that she could use them for labor in the state of California, when she was the district attorney of California. That is fact. Look it up. It's infuriating. She literally enslaved people who should have gone free. It was not even legitimate, like, oh, well, they committed a crime, they need to do the time, and then part of that is, they work. Okay, fine. I understand that. I'm all about punishment, and that's law and order. Fine. I'm okay about that. But when it's time for them to go, or when you find evidence that they were wrongly convicted, which she also tampered with evidence, that woman should be in prison. She should not be in government. Oh, can't stand her. And that's the problem, is like the whole Democrat Party is infiltrated with them. And there's a bunch on the right too, and I don't even like saying right and left necessarily, but there's a bunch of Republicans too, but not nearly as much, not even close. You might disagree with me, but you're wrong. Jay Sylvia is with us. Hi, Jay Sylvia. How are you? Well, we should probably wrap up here. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday, but we will be with you, and we're going to do 2 eye looks, and we're going to talk about stuff. And it may or may not be politically related, politically related. I don't know. But anyway, because I'm Priscilla and I like to talk about things, I forget to do that thing all the time. That's my little catchphrase, and bedtime for me. Me too. It's the middle of the day, but I need to take a nap. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. It's been fun. Until then,